Hi guys! Before we start learning with this new topic, subscribe po muna kayo and don't forget to click that bell button para laging updated sa mga latest kaganapan dito sa ating channel. Comment na rin kayo if you have requests or questions. Happy learning! Okay, so good day everyone. So this is now the rationalization of our image production and evaluation numbers 51 up to 100. So let us start. So 51, what is the average number of atoms collected in the latent image center? So the other term for our latent or the latent image center is the sensitivity center or the sensitivity spec. So according to Bushong, the number of atoms that can be collected after exposure to the image receptor is about 4 to 10 atoms will migrate and will be collected in the latent or the latent image center. So next, darkroom temperature is about 67 to 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, this is about 19 to 28 degrees Celsius. Next, when using a 5:1 grid, the MAS should be blank from the original factor. So the MAS should be doubled. So from non-grid, and then you will be using 5:1 grid, so you will double your MAS. So for example, if you're using from non-grid, if you're using 10 MAS, and then you will be using 5:1 grid, so your MAS now will be 20. So double the MAS. How about when using 16 is to 1 grid? So 16 is to 1 from non-grid to 16 is to 1, the MAS will be times 4. Sorry. So times 4. So for example, again, if you're using 10 from non-grid and you will use 16 is to 1 grid, so that will now become 40 MAS. So as we all know, the higher the grid ratio, the higher the technique factor that we need to use, and that will also result to higher cleanup, meaning a higher scatter radiation will be absorbed by the grid, but it will result to also to higher patient dose because of the higher MAS that we need to use with the higher grid ratio. But so there will be a compromise. So you choose between a better quality of the image and the patient dose. Okay? So next 55, air gap technique will cause magnification on the image. So in order to reduce this disadvantage, so we need to use the long SID, or we should um, we should we should employ the recommended SID for a specific examination. So air gap, this is the alternative to using grid. So when you don't want to use higher technique factor, but the anatomy or the structure of the patient is thick, it is more than 10 to 12 centimeters. So you are, if you remember, 'di ba, kapag yung thickness ng part is about 10, sa ibang book 10 centimeters, sa iba is 12 centimeters. So that is the indication that you need to use grid. But again, as I have mentioned, if you use grid, so you need to increase your technique factor and that will result to higher patient dose. So an alternative to that, alternative to using grid is we employ the air gap technique. So, the air gap technique, there is an increased magnification on the image. So, in order to resolve this, we need to use the long SID. So, next, number 56, the limitation. So, limitation or limitations of air gap technique. So, pag sinabi nating limitation, so parang ang connotation niya is negative. So you will be able to determine So this is not a negative phrase. So hindi siya limitation. So ibig sabihin lahat ng 1 mali. Lahat ng may 1. So ang natitira na lang is either B or C. So nalaman natin kanina sa 55, magnification is correct. So therefore, mali na ito. So, ibig sabihin, syempre, ito na yung tamang sagot. Geometric and sharpness and magnification. So, because of magnification, syempre, hindi na sharp yung image. So, yan yung limitations ng ating air gap technique. 57, all are true regarding kilovoltage except. So, letter A, as KVP increases, scattered radiation decreases. So, alam naman natin na this is wrong because KVP and scattered radiation are directly related. The higher the KVP, the higher the scattered radiation produced. So, ito yung tamang sagot kasi except. So, lahat sila tama. So, higher KVP, so the patient dose will decrease kasi nga may energy pa yung X-ray to pass through the patient. Kasi kung mababa yung KVP, mababa rin yung energy, so most likely it will be absorbed by the patient which will contribute to higher patient dose. So tama ito. As energy increase, the number of X-rays that undergoes Compton interaction increases. So, we are all familiar na pag sinabi natin Compton interaction, it will result to backscatter radiation. So, di ba, if the KBP increases, sabi ko nga, so mag increase din yung scatter radiation. So, correct ang C. D, scatter radiation is controlled by keeping KBP at low level. So, yes, correct. 58, all are true regarding the beam field size except, so as the field size is increased, the scattered radiation also decrease. So this is wrong. Kasi habang ito yung field size natin, tapos nilakihan natin, remember field size is different from collimation. They are inversely related. Okay? So, kapag nilakihan natin yung ating field size, syempre, malaking area din ang kailangan natin i-expose. So, it will result to higher scatter radiation. So, this is the correct answer kasi except. Another one. So, this is more on analysis naman yung mga questions natin. So, all are true regarding part thickness except. So, more scattered radiation results from imaging thick parts as compared to thin parts. So, this is true, correct, diba? Kasi pag thick yung parts natin, so we need to use higher KVP. So, it will result to higher scatter radiation. So, that is correct. Next, as part thickness increases, scattered radiation decreases. So, as I have mentioned, explained sa letter A, kapag thicker ang part, so we will need to use higher KBP for the higher energy of radiation to penetrate the thicker part or the thick part. So, it will also result to increase dapat. So, this is the correct answer. This is false. 60. All are true regarding lead aperture diaphragms except. So they are used in special procedures and seldom in general radiography. So this is true. So remember, we are not talking about collimators, but we're talking about the lead aperture diaphragm. So this is true. Then the size of the hole in the diaphragm determines the field size. So this is also true. Di ba yung ating mga aperture diaphragms, fixed na yung kanilang field size. So isa yan sa mga limitations ng ating aperture diaphragms. So hindi siya adjustable katulad ng ating collimator. Letter C, lead diaphragms are sheets of aluminum. Dito pa lang, alam mo nang mali. Lead nga. So bakit aluminum? So this is the correct answer. Ito yung false. 61, all are true regarding beam limiting device except, so restricts the amount of radiation striking the object. So there will be less scattered radiation produced. So correct. So sa pangalan pa lang, it limits. So it restricts the amount of radiation, so there will be less scattered, correct. Letter B, most effective method for reducing scattered radiation. This is also correct. So katulad ng ating collimators, they are considered beam limiting device. Letter C, a device placed between the patient and the film that help improve contrast. So patient and film, that is grid. So, di ba, ang purpose ng grid to improve contrast. So, this is the correct answer. So, except. 62. All statements are true except the smaller the area of irradiation, the higher the density. So, this is false. So, this is the correct answer. So, kapag maliit yung ating field size, so area of irradiation means we are talking about the field size. So, kapag maliit or smaller ang ating field size, we need only also to use lower technique factors, and that will result to decreased optical density. Kapag malaki yung ating field size, so sabi natin kanina, it will also increase scatter radiation. So scatter radiation are capable of exposing our radiograph, so it will also contribute to higher optical density. 63, all are additive diseases except. So pag sinabi nating additive pathology or additive diseases, so ibig sabihin, these are the types of diseases that requires higher technique factors. So they increase the thickness, the mass, the density, or the atomic number of tissue, which causes greater attenuation. So kailangan, because of that, kailangan natin gumamit ng higher technique factor. So the opposite of additive diseases or additive pathology is destructive. So it's destructive diseases naman or destructive pathology. So this will require lower technique factors because this type of diseases reduces or reduce the tissue or mass density, and also they result to lower attenuation. So kailangan natin ng mababang technique factor pag destructive yung disease. So, dito sa number 63, so lahat daw ay additive diseases except pneumothorax. So, di ba, this is air. So, hindi natin kailangan ng mataas na technique factor because air generally is radiolucent. Okay? Ito, usually, fluid. So, kapag may fluid, kailangan natin ng mataas na technique factor para ma-penetrate ang fluid-filled areas. Okay? So, pneumothorax is a destructive pathology. Okay, next, 64. All are true regarding trauma patient except internal bleeding in the abdomen may require 30% increase in MAS. This is true because there is an increased fluid in the abdomen. So, kailangan din natin mag-increase ng MAS to penetrate the structure. Blood pooling. So, sorry, this is wrong. It should be pool. Blood pooling. Yung pag-accumulate ng blood sa isang area. So, halimbawa dito, blood pooling in the lungs may increase the factor by 30 to 100% more than normal. Yes. As I have mentioned, kapag may increased fluid such as blood, so kailangan natin ng mataas na technique factor. Letter C, pneumothorax, which is common to trauma patient, requires an increased technique. So, na-mention natin sa number 64, pneumothorax is a destructive pathology or disease. So, this is this requires lower technique factor. Kasi yung air, yung air is radiolucent. So, this is the correct answer. This is false. 65, all are destructive diseases except, kanina yung question natin sa 63 is additive. Ito naman, destructive except. So, hanapin natin kung saan yung may mga fluid field pathology or condition. So, bowel obstruction, usually, air siya, emphysema, pneumothorax. So, ito yung may fluid. Diba? Usually, pag sinabi nating pleural effusion, so there is an accumulation of fluid in the pleura. So, this is an additive pathology. 66. All are true regarding photoelectric effect except so primary responsible for the density. This is wrong. So with photoelectric effect, yung keyword natin, if you can remember sa physics natin, is absorb. So ina-absorb siya ng ating katawan o ng katawan ng patient. So therefore, it will result to lower optical density kasi konti lang yung konti or wala. Actually, hindi naman wala. So, konti lang yung makaka-expose sa ating films because na-absorb na siya ng patient. So, it will lower the optical density. So, hindi siya responsible. Instead, it is responsible for white contrast. Next, 67. All are true regarding the general rule in grid except heavy grids have low selectivity. So, this is false is the correct answer. The heavier the grid, meaning it has many lead strips content. So, ibig sabihin, pag mataas yung kanyang lead strips or marami siyang lead strips, so meaning it has higher grid ratio and it also results to higher selectivity. So, pag sinabi nating selectivity, so parang related siya sa mataas na grid ratio because kailangan natin ng magandang contrast. So, ito yung isi-select natin. The higher the grid ratio or the higher the grid frequency or the higher or the heavier the grid is, the greater the selectivity. Kumbaga, ito yung pinaka-choice natin as much as possible if we want to increase or to improve contrast to maximum. Okay? So, directly related siya. So, the higher the grid ratio, the higher the grid frequency, the higher the selectivity. 68. All are materials used as phosphor except so that is magnesium oxide. So, calcium tungstate, yes, it is a phosphor na ginagamit natin sa mga ginagamit natin sa ating intensifying screen. So, ay yung zinc sulfide, ginagamit din siya as a phosphor para naman siya sa mga infrared optics, sa mga visible optics. So, this is also a phosphor, katulad ng ating barium lead sulfide. 69. Using a water hose to mix processing solutions. A. Causes chemicals to splatter from one tank to another. So, hindi. Kasi nga, ginamitan mo siya ng hose, so mamiminimize yung talsik ng tubig from one tank to another. Contaminates the water hose? No. Introduces air bubbles which can cause oxidation? Yes. So, ito yung pinaka-problema when we are using water hose to mix the processing solution. It will introduce air bubbles which can cause faster oxidation ng ating processing chemicals. So, usually yung ginagamit natin, yung mga mixing paddles. 70. Which of the following chemicals is responsible for creating the Dmax and contrast indicator values on sensitometry film? So when we say Dmax, so it refers to the shoulder portion of our characteristic curve. So it presents the overexposure or the increased density. Okay? So Dmax, ito yung shoulder ng ating characteristic curve or sensitometric curve or the H and D curve. So, ang usually, di ba, sa shoulder, overexposure, so maitim siya. So, the correct answer is hydroquinone. Kasi yung phenidone is gray, responsible for gray tones. Yung hydroquinone for black tones. Then yung elon and metol, ginagamit sila sa um, manual processing. So there is ang bali instead of ang phenidone, ginagamit siya sa automatic, yung elon or metol. So they are used naman in manual. So again, kapag manual processing, so ang gamit natin is hydroquinone and elon or hydroquinone and metol. Pero pag automatic processing, ang gamit natin is hydroquinone and phenidone. 71. All are true regarding potassium bromide except so anti-fogging agent. So this is correct. Starter solution, yes. Very much corrosive and can cause skin burn. So this is false. Hindi siya corrosive. Ang pinaka-corrosive is sodium hydroxide. So sodium hydroxide. Ito yung pinaka-corrosive. 72. If a radiograph is exposed using 12:1 ratio grid, exhibit a loss of density at its lateral side edges, it is probably because the grid failed to move during the exposure. No, this is not true. X-ray tube was angled in the direction of the lead strips. So no. FFD was too great. So this is the correct answer. Usually, we are using a focused grid. Yung focused grid, ito yung pinaka most commonly used na grid. Ang isa sa pinaka-problema ng focused grid is that we need to follow the recommended FFD. FFD or SID, pareho lang sila. They are the same. So we need to follow the correct or the recommended FFD of the manufacturer. So if there is a greater distance or greater FFD, so it will result to loss of density at the lateral side of the image. So for example, ito yung ating radiograph. So parang ano siya, lighter na siya dito sa edges. So that is the correct answer sa 72. 73. All are true regarding the acetic acid except. So, activator, yes. Neutralizes pH of the emulsion, yes. This is the correct answer. It clears away unexposed silver halide crystals. No. So, hindi yan trabaho ng acetic acid. 74. The ions contained within the silver halide crystal lattice include a positive, siyempre, silver ion. Negative yung bromine, kaya naging bromide siya. Ito naman, negative din, kaya nagiging iodide. Okay? If you know your chemistry, if you can remember your chemistry, mas maigi. So, halide crystal, so they are combinations. So, may halong halogen. 75, starter solution is used to, so we are using the starter solution to increase the developer activity. So instead of magpalit ka ng bagong developing chemicals because of oxidation, so pwedeng gumamit muna ng starter solution. So mas mura siya, mas cheaper siya compared sa bagong chemicals talaga. Pero at the end of the day, kapag hindi na kaya, so dapat syempre magpalit na. Pero ito parang ano siya eh, parang band-aid lang para magamit pa natin, ma-extend pa yung paggamit natin ng ating developer. Pero at a later time, you need na to change the developing chemicals. 76, which of the following term refers to light reflecting from one intensifying screen through the film to opposite emotion and screen. So, yung keyword nyo dito sa opposite side. So, that is a crossover. So, which of the following radiographic accessories function to produce uniform density? So, uniform density, that is compensating filter. So, ginagamit siya, especially if hindi even yung ating area of interest. So, para mag-uniform yung ating density, we need to use compensating filters. Like yung ating step wedge. 78. Which of the following should be checked at least once a day to assure problem-free processing? So, ito. Usually, ito yung palagi nating chine-check once a day, at least once a day. So, ito, usually, weekly siya. That is sa QA/QC naman ng ating image production and processing. 79, the degree to which an imaging system records an accurate and sharp image is expressed in line pairs per millimeter. So we are referring to the visibility. So the visibility of the image that is expressed in line pairs per millimeter. So that includes your resolution. For intensification factor, so this is a formula to determine the exposures required. So parang ratio siya, exposure required without IS divided by exposure required with IS. So yan yung ating intensification factor. Number 80, the production of scattered radiation may be reduced by restricting the field size. Yes, correct. So ito yung na paulit-ulit na binanggit ko kanina. So if we make the field size smaller, it will also reduce the scatter radiation. 81, ability of the screen to produce an accurate and clear image. So that is, so parang yung keyword nyo dito is clear image na nga or yung visibility na sinasabi ko kanina, that is spatial resolution. Next, 82. Which of the following functions to protect the X-ray tube in patient exposure in the event the phototimer fails to terminate an exposure? This is wrong grammar. So this is backup timer. So may time na lumabas ito yata sa board exam years before. So kapag nag-fail to stop yung ating phototimer or yung ating automatic exposure control, so to protect the X-ray tube from continuous exposure kasi nga hindi siya nag-stop automatically, supposedly kasi automatic, Kapag eto, explain ko na lang muna. Yung photo timer or yung ating AEC, automatic exposure control, so ang paggamit nito is we just select the required or the desired optical density. So usually yung ating optical density is about 0.25 to 2.5, yung acceptable. So for example, if we choose an optical density of 2, so iset natin siya sa AEC and then expose, and then the machine will detect if enough na ba yung X-rays na na-receive niya to produce an optical density of 2 na sinet mo. And then after that, kapag okay na, automatic, magsa-stop na yung exposure. But there are times na wala or it fails to terminate the exposure. So, ibig sabihin, continuous, sige-sige yung kanyang pag-expose. And also, syempre, so, magiging mas mainit yung ating X-ray tube, madaling masira, and of course, increase the patient dose kasi continuous yung exposure. So, ang isang device na ginagamit na naka-install sa ating machine is the backup timer. So, magsiset pa rin ng timer. So, usually, what is the appropriate setting for backup time? Per MAS, it is about baka lumabas sa board exam, 150 to 200% of the expected exposure. So again, the appropriate setting for backup time per MAS is about 150 to 200% of the expected exposure. So ano ang purpose ng backup time per MAS? So again, ito yung purpose niya, to prevent prevent additional exposure or overexposure sa patient in case yung phototimer natin mag-fail to stop the exposure. So yung circuit breaker naman, so pareho lang sila ng fuse, circuit breaker and fuse. So it is used to disconnect the internal circuit from the main power kapag masyado ng excessive yung voltage na dumadaan para hindi magkaroon ng short circuit and magkaroon ng sunog. So, yan yung purpose ng circuit breaker or fuse natin. And also, yung rheostat, it is a variable resistor. So, rheostat is a variable resistor used to control current. So, variable resistor ang rheostat to control the current. So, rheostats, they are capable of varying or changing the resistance without interruption in the circuit. Next, 83. A white powdery residue on the film after processing is normally due to hyporetention. So, kapag meron tayong nakikitang mga white powdery na natitira sa ating film after processing, so this is caused by hyporetention. Yung static electricity, kapag nag-drop yung ating recommended humidity sa loob ng room, so pwede siyang mag-cause ng static artifacts. And then, ang wet pressure sensitization, so this is a processing artifact. So usually, this is caused by the entrance rollers or, for example, the film becomes wet before the film is introduced sa ating automatic processor. Then, yung water spot naman is also a processing artifact. So, kapag natalsikan siya ng tubig yung ating film. 84. Crinkle mark artifacts on films are due to improper film handling. Yung crinkle marks or they are also referred to as the crescent marks. So it is a handling artifact which appears as crinkle or half moon, yung kanyang shape ng parang increased optical density caused by bending of the film before processing. So improper film handling. So na-bend siya before mo siya ipasok sa automatic processor or sa manual processing tank. 85. Underexposure of radiograph can be caused by all of the following except. So insufficient MA, yes. So and it will be underexposed kasi kulang yung number of x-rays mo. Insufficient exposure time, yes. Insufficient KBP, yes, syempre, magiging underexposed siya. Kapag naman insufficient FFD, so pwede pa rin siyang ma-overexpose depende sa technique factor na gamit. And usually kapag sinabi nating insufficient FFD, meaning kulang yung ating distance, ibig sabihin mas malapit yung tube natin sa patient natin or sa object. So it will increase the optical density. It will also increase the radiation exposure based sa ating inverse square law. So, ito yung correct answer. 86. All are true regarding the shoulder region except, so na-mention ko ito kanina, so D-max, correct? 2.5 to maximum, so maximum density, correct? Kasi shoulder region na siya. Measures the usable densities on a radiograph. So, this is false. Kasi usable yung sabi. Eh, nasa shoulder na siya, di ba? Ano na siya? Overexposed. So, this is the correct answer. So, letter D, point of the curve where changes in exposure intensity no longer affect the optical density. Yes, correct siya. So, kahit taasan mo pa yung technique factor mo, so, wala na siyang effect kasi may itim naman talaga siya. Overexposed na. So, ito, wala na sa average gradient ito. Nasa gitna or nasa slope ng ating characteristic curve. 87. All are true regarding solarization except. So what is solarization? So it is a phenomenon in physics where the material undergoes a temporary change in color after being subjected to high energy electromagnetic radiation. So temporary change in color because of very high energy of the electromagnetic radiation. So all are true regarding solarization except so use the design of duplicating film. This is correct sa ating subtraction on geography. The process in which density achieve and reach the Dmax. So, maximum na. So, may ibig sabihin mataas na yung energy kasi umabot siya ng maximum. So, this is correct. Range from 0.25 to 2.5. So, this is the correct answer. This is false. So, kasi, kumbaga, tamang-tama lang yung optical density. So, hindi siya mag-undergo, hindi mangyayari ang solarization. So, yung A and D, pareho lang pala yung choices. 88. All are true regarding the toe region of the sensitometric curve. Sensitometric curve or characteristic curve or H&D curve. So, 88 is all are true except. So, density range from 0.25 to 2.5. So, kasi yung toe naman sa baba siya, so D min siya. Yung shoulder is D max. This is controlled by phenidone, yes. Represents the base plus fog, yes. Ito again, nasa slope or sa average gradient ng ating curve. So, this is the correct answer. 89. All are true regarding the direct radiography except uses flat panel detector. So this is correct. Sa ating digital radiography consists of image receptor or detector and also thin film transistor. This is correct. Should be processed within a minute after exposure or otherwise the latent image will fade and it will begin to impact the image quality. No. So this is false. So ito, pwede siyang i-process. Imaging plates that are not used within 24 to 48 hours will display enough background exposure if not erased before use. So this is correct. So this is sa CRDR or sa Computer Radiography Indirect Radiography. So ito yung false ha. So, hindi naman kailangang after 1 minute kailangang i-process mo na siya after exposure. So, pwede pa naman kahit 5 minutes. So, basta hindi lang siya within 20, hindi na siya umabot ng 24 hours. So, kunyari, ngayon ka nag-expose tapos bukas mo pa ipaprocess. So, it will degrade the image. So, not necessarily na 1 minute lang. 90. All are true regarding computed radiography except to use imaging plate with PSP, this is correct. Contain IP, just like the IS, yes, correct, sa ating CRDR. Then, latent images, the electric charge stored in the transistor. This is false. Yung latent image natin, nakastore siya sa F center. So, ang yung F center para siyang sensitivity spec ng ating emulsion. Latent images is formed by electrons trapped in the barium fluorohalide. Yes, correct. Yung F center natin, this is composed of barium fluorohalide crystals. 91. All are true regarding the shoulder except. So, measures the unusable densities. Yes, correct. So, hindi na siya usable in density kasi overexposed na nga. Directly controlled by hydroquinone, yes, nabanggit natin ito kanina sa previous question. D-min, so di ba shoulder na, so D-min is the toe. So this is the correct answer. 92, particular MAS, regardless of the combination of MA and time, will produce the same radiographic density except at extremely short or long exposure time. This is a statement of the inverse square law. So, hindi inverse square law is intensity and distance. Ito, MAS. MAS, yung sinasabi natin dito is MAS and density. So, inverse square law is not the correct answer kasi yung sa inverse square law, yung involved is intensity or exposure and distance or the SID. Line focus principle, this is the angulation ng ating X-ray tube, which is also referred to as the Gutsy principle. So, reciprocity law, this is the correct answer. So, ibig sabihin, there is an inverse relationship between MA and time. So, syempre, hindi yung conservation of energy. Next, 93, in automatic processor, algae can be controlled by, so adding 6 ounces of bleach to the wash water. So, this is sa QA/QC ng ating darkroom processing. So, para maiwasan yung algae sa ating automatic processor, so we need to add 6 ounces of bleach to the wash water. 94. How many detectors are typically found in an automatic exposure control system? So, that is about 3. So, tatlo, yung usual na detector na ginagamit sa AEC. So, usually, AEC detectors used in the system includes the fluorescent screens with photomultiplier tubes, So, ito yung tatlo So, first is the fluorescent screens with PMT or photodiodes. The other one is ionization chambers. And last is solid state detectors. So, tatlo. 95. Minimum response time refers to proper exposure time needed for an optimal exposure when AEC device is used. So, this is false. Exposure time minus the amount of time the AEC detectors are measuring. False. Difference in exposure times between AEC. False. So, yung keyword nyo dito is minimum. So, shortest. So, this is the correct answer. So, minimum. So, shortest, therefore. 96. The purpose of the backup timer is so na-discuss natin yung kanina, to limit the unnecessary X-ray exposure of the patient. So, in case mag-fail yung ating phototimer. 97. Last four. What happens if AEC is activated for a stretcher chest study? So, it will result to inappropriate long exposure. So, kasi kapag stretcher chest study, so usually dapat naka-deactivate yung ating AEC. Pero halimbawa, may times na na-activate siya accidentally during this procedure, so it will result to long exposure to the patient. So this is the correct answer. 98. A geometric characteristics of a computerized image is known as spatial resolution. So geometric characteristics, so spatial resolution. 99. Image brightness on a cathode ray tube is adjusted by the window level. So the window level is also referred to as the window center. Pareho lang sila. So the image brightness sa ating cathode ray tube is controlled by or adjusted by the window level or the window center. So yung scanning lines or scan line is just a one line or row during the exposure naman. So, medyo mahaba yung explanation niya. Pero basta, one line siya in, so parang halimbawa kapag ito na lang, kapag nag-expose ka sa digital imaging, so isang line siya, kasi hindi naman siya buo, yung isang bagsak lang ma-expose lahat ng ating image receptor. So, by line siya. By line, next, exposure, next, next, next. So, yung isang line nito is what we call the scan lines or the scanning lines. As for the window width, so the window width is the measure of the range of CT numbers. So, sa CT scan, so range of CT numbers that an image contains. So, we will not discuss more on it kasi nasa CT scan siya na topic. And the matrix size is a two-dimensional grid of pixels. So, ito para siyang field size, kumbaga. So, next, 100, last number. Radiographic contrast on a CRT is adjusted by the window width. So, pag contrast, window width. Pag brightness, window level or window center. So, that's it for numbers 51 to 100 na rationalization ng ating image production and evaluation. So stay tuned for more uploads so para makatulong sa inyong review for the upcoming board exam. So thank you everyone. God bless.